I'm going to be teaching right now. I'm going to be teaching right now as I taught last night. And this discussion is Jamaica's democracy is under threat. Jamaica's democracy is under threat. What do I mean by that, Jamaica? What do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? This morning, Jamaica woke up to the news that Andrew Holness's government has proposed that the Auditor General is to be removed from the Integrity Commission.
Yeah.
The Auditor General, Pamela Monroe Ellis, Holness wants her to be removed from the Integrity Commission.
Why?
Holness, Warmington, Chuck, and Paula Llewellyn is arguing that Pamela Monroe Ellis is to be removed.
What can go so?
I want to ask Jamaica. Paula has been Director of Public Prosecution for almost 10 years, Courtney, if not more. Why then did Paula not, Courtney, talk about the Auditor General and say that there are certain issues and the Auditor General should be removed from the Integrity Commission? Why now, Paula Llewellyn? Why now? Listen to her today, speaking to the mouthpiece of the government. Listen to her today, speaking to the mouthpiece of the government.
I know and I care for.
But it's not about Pamela Monroe.
No. I care for. I just want to make it quite clear.
Sure.
And I admire her. But I have always thought that as Auditor General, just like as DPP, she should not have been sitting on that commission. It would have been better for her not to sit. So that at all times, every single entity, especially the public servant, must always be able to come under the aegis of the Auditor General. She and I are the only public servants who are enshrined in the Constitution. And in the same way that I cannot just sit on any board willy-nilly, because I may get some sort of conflict down the road in my position as DPP vis-a-vis board member, and I have not sat on any board. I have been invited, but I have always declined because I don't want anything in terms of the confidence of the public just to have to even consider a possible conflict.
This is tyranny, no, Courtney. This is tyranny. This is a tyrannical rule.
Ask a question.
No, tomorrow na leave, tomorrow leave.
This Jamaica, and I'm going to give you greater context tonight. Holness had his way getting Dennis Chung to go to FID. Holness now want the Auditor General removed from the Integrity Commission. Holness want to gag the Integrity Commission. Holness carry the Integrity Commission to court to remove the clause of what, Courtney? Illicit enrichment. And now Holness wants the Auditor General removed. And then I am going to say to you, How then the director of public prosecution all of a sudden say that the Auditor General shouldn't be sitting on the Integrity Commission? Why she never say it year one? Why she never give it to year two? When the Integrity Commission was being formed in 2017, 2018, why she never say from then that the Auditor General not to sit on it? But now Jamaica, we're at a crossroad where you have a dictator who wants to get his way in every shape and form. And he has sent out his bulldogs. He has sent out that one in Olaba. He has sent out Chuck. And you're going to tell me, listen to what Mark Golding said today, Jamaica. Listen to what Mark Golding said today about this crisis.
The following is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
Listen to what Mark Golding said.
Lewis, MC of the
Just a moment, Jamaica. I'll have to play it. Listen to this. Listen to this, Jamaica.
The following is a release from the People's National Party Media Unit.
The People's National Party unequivocally condemns the government's latest move to oust the Auditor General as a commissioner of the Integrity Commission. This move represents yet another calculated step in a broader pattern of deliberate and dangerous assaults by this administration on Jamaica's anti-corruption architecture. The Auditor General has been a member of Jamaica's principal integrity oversight bodies since independence. The JLP's argument for the removal of the Auditor General from this critical role is spurious. There is no constitutional or other impediment to having the Integrity Commission audited by the independent professional audit firm, which is a well-established practice utilized by various public sector bodies. The synergistic benefits of the Auditor General being a member of the Integrity Commission in the fight against corruption outweigh the contrived arguments to the contrary, which is why it is specifically provided for in the Integrity Commission Act that was passed under this administration. This latest move must be seen in the context of a broader, deeply troubling pattern under the JLP government. Leading members of the government continuously attack the Integrity Commission. Everett Wilmington MP has led a crusade of misinformation in an attempt to dismantle the Integrity Commission. Justice Minister Delroy Chuck provided misguided encouragement of parliamentarians not to submit statutory declarations, including the information for their spouses, which was a clear breach of their statutory duty under the Act. The Prime Minister himself has gone as far as to file a lawsuit to challenge the Integrity Commission Act itself and the very offense of illicit enrichment for which he is under investigation. And then there is a recent appointment of someone who is fundamentally compromised and unqualified to lead the Financial Investigations Division. These are not isolated incidents. This is an unprecedented and dangerous trend that seeks to intimidate and discredit the very institutions tasked with promoting integrity in public life. These are deliberate and coordinated actions by a government that has shown increasing hostility to scrutiny and accountability. What we are witnessing is a step towards tyranny, as institutions which are designed to protect the people from financial abuse of
Mighty
power
God.
are being stripped of their independence, weakened, and politicized. The PNP will not allow this to continue. If the government carries through this latest move, the PNP, when in government, will restore the Auditor General as a commissioner of the Integrity Commission. We will safeguard our anti-corruption institutions, ensuring that they remain independent, fully resourced, and above political interference. We will introduce long overdue legislation for unexplained wealth orders, which are another critical anti-corruption tool that this government has reneged on. And we will amend the Constitution to enable the impeachment of delinquent parliamentarians. The Jamaican people deserve better than a government that is at war with good governance. The PNP calls on the private sector, the churches, civil society, trade unions, and indeed all right-thinking Jamaicans to stand up and speak out against the systemic dismantling of our democratic safeguards. We must defend the institutions that protect our future.
Visit our website at pnp.org.jm.
Jamaica. I don't think you all understand what is at play, Courtney. I don't think Jamaica understands what is at play. Because if you understood what is at play, the entire country would tonight be calling for heads to roll. What is at play, Jamaica, is that Holness is adamant to mash up the Integrity Commission. You don't see it, Courtney.
We know that.
You don't see what is happening. What Holness' plan is to mash it up.
You know what? Not reveal.
Tear it up. Don't you see the chess play? First chess play, carry them go to court. Put them on Gagada. Second chess play, get him friend for go head feeds. Next chess play, Paula Monroe is supposed to be taken off the Integrity Commission. Don't you see what they are doing? Don't you see, Jamaica, what this man is doing? This is a cruel, treasonous, tyrannical leader. Something he did with the political ombudsman, Courtney. And when I told Jamaica, they are constitutional vultures. When I look at Jamaica and I told you they are constitutional vultures. They are breaking down Jamaica, the anti-corruption framework that was set, that was built to hold politicians to account. They are literally, Jamaica, eroding it. Courtney, they are literally, see it here, you know. Jamaica, see it here. This is what them doing. Ripping it up. Ripping it up. See that, Courtney? Rip it. This is what them doing. Ripping it because they want to have their way.
Help. We key out of the ladder.
We need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor rights. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more.
They are literally doing these things. Holness, Warmington, Chuck, Paula. It's reasons like this that why they carried back Paula Llewellyn.
Exactly.
These are the reasons why they carried back Paula Llewellyn. For her to complete her work. For her to complete the assignment for them. And it's a dangerous road, Jamaica. Don't be surprised if they get that opportunity to get a third term. They will find another way to give her another extension as DPP. You hear what I said today, Courtney? Don't be surprised.
So it depends on the people them then. People.
Paula Llewellyn. Paula Llewellyn. You had years, if she had a disconnect or a discontent, Courtney, about the Auditor General being on the Integrity Commission, why did she not say to the people? Why did she not say to the country? Where is her statement? Where is her legal pronouncement? Years ago, when the IC was being formed, that the Auditor General was not to be on it. Why they don't want the Auditor General there? Why they don't want the Auditor General there? Why Pamela Monroe Ellis not supposed to be a part of the Integrity Commission? Why the Holness want to struck off illicit enrichment of the clause of the Integrity Commission? Why the DPP coming to make these statements when she could have made it when the IC was formed 2017? When the IC was formed 2018? When the IC doing them work 2019? When the IC doing them work 2020? 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. No word from the DPP. No word, Jamaica.
And no.
But no. The Auditor General knows too much.
Yeah.
The Auditor General knows too much about their skullduggery. The Auditor General know how much cookie thieving out of the cookie jar. Courtney.
Teacher.
You remember I said to you some time ago that there is something that the Auditor General going to drop. Who remember I told Jamaica? There is something the Auditor General is going to drop. And when it dropped Jamaica, all hell broke loose, you know. Who remember when I said, Courtney, when the Auditor General, who remember when I said Jamaica? Courtney, remember when I said it? I said to you, look out in June for what is to come. How coincidental. The government went to Parliament yesterday. How coincidental all of a sudden they want the Auditor General removed from the Integrity Commission. I'm going to ask you again. All of a sudden, they want Pamela Monroe Ellis be removed from the Integrity Commission.
No way. Stay Pamela.
But, Courtney, they have the numbers.
Yes.
Remember, say it's 49 thieves. Remember, they have the numbers to remove her, Jamaica. It's a dangerous day in our democracy. It is a dangerous day in our democracy, Jamaica. This is tyranny. This is a tyrannical rule, Jamaica. People of Jamaica.
Stand up.
People of Jamaica. Will you allow him? Will you allow this dictator? Will you allow this tyrannical leader?
Monster.
Will you allow this creature? Will you allow this power grabber to get his way? I think the court is tired of him. I believe Jamaica, the court is tired of him.
Receive, yes.
The court is tired of him.
Every time go them lose.
People of Jamaica. People of Jamaica. People of Jamaica. How much more when the removal will take place? When the removal will take place? The removal will take place anytime now. The removal will take place anytime now, Jamaica. I want Jamaica to be reminded. He has Dennis Strong in his corner. He has Paula Llewellyn in his corner. He changed the chairman of the Integrity Commission. He has Brian Winter in his corner. He has the media in his corner. He has the private sector in his corner. For their interest. The private sector no longer knows what is moral versus what is unethical, you know. Because for Metro Siaga, everything Andrew Holness or this government does is correct. The church morally doesn't know what is right from wrong these days. God, the church doesn't condemn anything. The church is silent on everything. The church is docile. Dormant. The citizens of this country equally Jamaica, equally civil society. Civil society has no teeth. They're toothless. Because the more they say, or the more they not say, this man does what he wishes. The man is protecting himself from going to jail. The man is protecting himself that even Courtney, he loses. He has his friends and institutions in place to protect him from criminal prosecution. Carrying it to court, Jamaica. We have carried so many issues to court. He has those people in his corner and a syndicate of miserable labor rights, unhappy labor rights, who support this man's madness. Because this man's madness is a recipe for destruction for the country. People of Jamaica, he's adamant. He sent out his bulldog. He sent out his justice minister. He sent out his DPP. And he has his media at his disposal. And it's at his disposal. He has the media at his disposal. People of Jamaica. People of Jamaica. I'm going to ask Paula Llewellyn again. If you had a concern about the DPP being in office, Courtney, of the Auditor General being a part of the Integrity Commission, how then you never said anything about it then? How then you're just making mention of it? How then, Paula? So you were carried back to come and finish the work of Holness's regime. You were carried back to come and finish the work of the Holness's regime. But there are two persons they're targeting. There are two persons they're targeting specifically. They're targeting the Auditor General and they're targeting the Chief Justice. Justice Sykes. Remember, Justice Sykes recently said in the Portmore ruling, unconstitutional.
Yes.
So, Pamela Monroe Ellis and Justice Sykes is now who they want to get rid of. So Pamela will be placed in a corner with limited resources to do her work, and as such, it is going to be hard for her to finish the investigations in time. And then Justice Sykes, they don't want Justice Sykes to do his deliberations and make his pronouncements. This is travesty Jamaica. This is travesty. This is what you call Banana Republic 2.0. What is it they're hiding? What is it Courtney Holness is hiding?
No, man.
What is it? Why is it he's vehemently adamant? And coupled with that, he has a commissioner of police in his corner. He has Rocky Mead in his corner. Jamaica. This man is dangerous. Dangerous to us. You remember what he said a few weeks ago, Courtney? Labor rights must go in a them workplace.
Stay tuned for more PDTV News evening highlights. Remember to show your support. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.